Welcome back to our channel. In the palatial mansion of Fairmont Crest, where every brick and every glass reflects the splendor of the Dupree family, a secret has just been revealed, igniting an uncontrollable storm. Eva, the daughter who was once considered the hope of the family, has just experienced a moment that destroys the world around her. Ted, the father she still trusted and respected, is not her blood. Her true blood is Vernon, a name that just mentioning is enough to make Anita frown, Martin angry, and others shudder because of old grudges that have never been erased. The truth does not come gently to Eva. It appears in the form of undeniable evidence, documents from the past that Vernon has hidden for years and only chooses to release at the right time. For Vernon, this was more than a matter of blood. It was a strategic card, the only weapon powerful enough to pierce the proud shell of the Dupree family. He knew that the appearance of this secret would shatter trust, tear apart family ties, and sow doubt in every corner. Anita, the matriarch of the family, had always kept her family's image unblemished. When the truth about Eva exploded, her eyes changed. The loving gaze she had once reserved for her granddaughter, who had been raised strictly to be a role model, was replaced by a look of suspicion, mixed with bitterness. Anita could not accept that part of the Dupree bloodline belonged to Vernon, the enemy she had sworn she would never let near the gates of Fairmont Crest. In Anita's mind, Eva became a cracked crystal vase, beautiful but fragile, and most importantly, broken. Martin, Eva's powerful cousin, had never trusted her completely. For him, Eva was a hidden competitor in the family's power struggle. Now, the truth about Eva's biological father was like a gift from heaven to Martin. He immediately turned it into an advantage, sowing subtle sarcasm, spreading doubts in every family meeting, making Eva's position shaky. He didn't need to attack directly, just skillfully asking questions, stirring up fear in Anita's heart, was enough to isolate Eva. Meanwhile, Leslie, the woman who had always been waiting for an opportunity to destroy the Dupree family from within, quickly realized that this was the golden moment to strike. Leslie knew that Eva was fragile, vulnerable, and now she had become an outsider in her own family. With a deft approach, Leslie plants dangerous thoughts in Eva's mind. That she was never truly loved, that Anita and Martin's suspicions will never go away. That the only thing Eva can do is to seek out Vernon, and then use her own true blood against Dupree. Eva, in a crisis of identity, begins to waver. She remembers the times when Ted quietly protected her, memories that seemed so solid. But now, all those memories are stained with lies. If Ted is not her father, then is his love for her real? If everything she has believed for so long is just a play, is there anything in this life that can hold value? In long sleepless nights, Eva drifts between two cliffs. On one side is the powerful Dupree family, but now only suspicion. On the other side is Vernon, a stranger but carrying within him the truth about blood. The more she tried to find answers, the deeper she fell into the vortex that Leslie had skillfully woven. Meanwhile, Vernon did not sit still. He took advantage of the rift, sending Eva ambiguous signals, handwritten letters, fragments of memories from the past that only father and daughter knew. Vernon did not force, he was patient, letting Eva's own doubts and hurt become the strings that pulled her towards him. And when Eva took a step towards Vernon, Leslie had more reason to promote the plan of sabotage from within. The storm did not only revolve around Eva. The entire Dupree was gradually drawn into the vortex. Family meetings became tense, each word heavy as a knife. Martin skillfully pushed Eva into the position of having to explain. Anita became more and more distant. Ted fell into a state of silence, helplessly watching the daughter he had raised since childhood being pulled from his arms. Meanwhile, Dupree's outside rivals were quick to smell blood, ready to pounce on the chaos. A financial scandal began to leak out, eerily coinciding with the moment Eva's confidence began to waver. There were signs that inside information had leaked out, and all eyes were on Eva. Even without evidence, the whispers behind her back were enough to make her a potential traitor. Eva screamed in her heart that she was innocent, but Ted's silence and Anita's cold demeanor made her feel even more alone. In the dark, Leslie relished the chaos. She set up the situation, making every piece of evidence imply that Eva was the one who gave Vernon the information. In fact, Leslie was the hand behind the scenes, but no one expected it. With each step, Eva was pushed further into a corner, pushed further away from her family, and closer to her enemies. The climax came when an important contract of Dupree was cancelled at the last minute. Millions of dollars were lost, the family's reputation was shaken. In an emergency meeting, Anita openly doubted Eva for the first time, her eyes piercing her heart like a knife. Martin seized the opportunity, pushing the argument that Eva was no longer trustworthy, that the Mitchell blood in her was an unacceptable danger. Eva stood in the middle of the room, speechless. The people she once called family now treated her like a stranger. Ted wanted to speak but was stopped by Anita's gaze. He could only bow his head, clasping his trembling hands under the table. The feeling of betrayal was everywhere, and in that moment, Eva understood that the only choice left was to cross the line, to find Vernon, and then turn the truth of blood into power. Leslie, from afar, observed everything. She knew the plan had succeeded. If Eva took one more step, the Dupree family would disintegrate from within. And when the gate of Fairmont Crest collapsed, Leslie would be the one standing at the pinnacle of chaos. But in that moment, another secret began to emerge. A piece of the past that neither Vernon nor Anita wanted anyone to know. If this secret were to be revealed, not only Eva but the entire Dupree Mitchell family would face the biggest storm in their history.